Hello guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm today I'm gonna be talking about something I recently remembered being taught in grade 5, and this is friggin' ridiculous in CMS. And they used to teach kids that you are scientifically more likely to get lung cancer from marijuana than cigarettes, which is a completely false scientific fact. They I don't know what they were doing when I was in CMS. I recently just that memory came up. I just recently remembered that. It's freaking quite shocking. It's pretty insane. Like CMS has been through a whole load of corruption in Campbellton and Brunswick. That's why they're planning to tear it down, the school, and they're rebuilding it. I think behind the Sugarloaf High School. It's gonna be right behind that one, which is good. There was a lot of CMS corruption, and you guys and gals know that if you see my series about CMS in general being super corrupt and stuff. It's just insane, man. The levels of corruption they've had there, and I didn't even know that when I was a kid. But when I look back at it, now I know that. It's really insane. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of good equipment coming on the way. It's gonna be cool. When you see me talking in a nice studio mic and everything, I outsourced the freaking price because if I bought that in Canada, it would have cost way more. It was Wish because Wish is good for gadgets, but don't look for Samsung phones there because there's no deal for them. Like they're marked up more than stores mark up their phones. Even stores don't mark up their phones that much. And if you see cheap phones on there, there's a 100% chance it's a knockoff. But they label it as a knockoff, though. That's basically how they keep selling the same knockoff brand. They rely on the buyer to take the risk of trying to sell it as a real phone. I'm making a rolly style cigarette. It saves on tobacco. Yeah. Has anyone heard about Logan Paul's recent pump and dump scam? Check out iDubbbz's channel. He made a whole video saying everything about it. Not really gonna reiterate everything he already said there. It's funny. You'd rather watch that about it, man. Definitely check that out. That video was awesome, man. He says, "Is Mike Margie on drugs?" That's funny. Is this guy on drugs? Oh my god, that was a good one. He freaking roasted Mike big time, iDubbbz. Just making a quick rollie right now. We call it rolling. You know, cigarette filters were only made by tobacco companies to try to make it look like they got rid of the cancer thing out of it, but in reality, the fibers in the filters increase it even more than just the regular tobacco. I never knew that one time. Yeah, definitely making rollies is a good way to save on tobacco. Yeah, I can't believe Logan Paul made such a stupid friggin' pump and dump scheme. It is insane. But yeah, I remember being taught that in CMS in grade 5. That they literally told you weed is more likely to give you cancer than cigarettes. Man, that place had more corruption than I even thought. I never thought that back then, but looking back at it now, I see that now. Why do you think the principal called my friend and tried to impersonate police officers to try to legally scare us from talking about it? Immediately when hey, John? Immediately when we started talking about that stuff, about CMS being corrupt, the principal called my friend impersonated a police officer. Like, why would you call someone and impersonate a cop, someone that you know, with no voice changer? That's stupid. He should have. He never thought of using a voice changer. That principal. I asked my friend if he didn't use a voice changer, and then when he said, "Is this Mr. Graham?" he just hung up. It's crazy. I can't believe Mr. Graham impersonated a police officer. What an idiot. With no voice changer. Why? He should have used the voice changer if he was going to try that. And that's just another topic I've already talked about a while ago. And these shades there, pretty cool. And the mirror one, like really good for sunlight. Protect your eyes and stuff. Yeah, I'm the kind of person who likes going out at night. There's especially in the summer. It's warm out at night, and it's not no sun beaming down on you. Oh, wait till winter comes back. Oh, then it's gonna be back to the freezing cold where you don't even want to go outside. Yeah, we got summer for a lot longer. A lot longer. Yeah, I can't believe though that Logan Paul would run such a stupid pump and dump scheme. That's gotta be take the cake for the most stupidest one. My God, it's so obviously I never created it. It's Dink Doink. Yeah, a friggin' give me their names, their legal names, not an animated character. And you use South Park style of animation too to try to put out the scam more. I can't believe he even. It's so stupid, man. It's crazy. Logan Paul, when like about 4 years ago, was smart and doing decent stuff, but now he's gone down like completely. He's fallen so far. You see people like H3H3 and iDubbbz gain so high. They've gotten better and better over their careers. But Logan Paul just got worse and worse. And people who I can't believe, and I still can't believe people say, "Oh, Logan Paul's the good brother. Jake Paul is the one who's." No, it's Logan Paul's actually even worse than Jake Paul. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how people think, oh yeah, Jake Paul's a bad guy, but Logan Paul's a good guy. They're both the same. They both know what's going on. Like, kitty. Yeah, I couldn't believe that when I just remembered that recently because I don't really remember everything from CMS. I do remember quite a bit, but it was a long time ago. I was a little kid then. But yeah, they used to teach that false fact. They brought RCMP officers into the classrooms to teach kids that false fact. I wonder how much CMS coughed up to get people to teach them that. It's scientifically proven. Yeah, how about you bring a scientist to say that then? I guarantee you won't be able to. You're bringing RCMP officers. That's not a scientist who's teaching me marijuana is more gonna give you cancer more than likely than cigarettes. Why would they even teach that, for that matter? That wasn't even thought back then. Like, not even. It was already scientifically proven that cigarettes are the biggest cancer causer. But they used to falsely teach kids that marijuana did that. Like, I understand trying to keep kids from doing drugs and stuff, but doing so by lying about scientific facts is not the way to keep kids from doing drugs. In fact, that will more than likely increase the chances of them doing drugs, because they're going to think, oh yeah, well, you lied to me about this, about drugs, so everything else must be a lie. That's going to be the logic of that. And then they're going to end up on drugs that are actually harmful. Like, marijuana is not a harmful drug. That's the reason it was legalized. You don't see on the back of marijuana that, oh, marijuana can cause cancer. It says marijuana can be addictive. That's the only thing they put on the back of it. They don't even put anything about cancer. You think that's the same with cigarettes? No. There's a big label on cigarettes that says it gives you lung cancer. And the big label that says it's scientifically more addictive than heroin or cocaine. But it's not more harmful. The other drugs are still more harmful, but cigarettes is more addictive. But that is an actual scientific fact, though. That it's not just some BS scientific fact that was put on the label. They have done that too, though. They have put some ones that are scientifically inaccurate on cigarette packages, which they gotta stop doing that. Keep the scientific ones on there, not the friggin' BS ones, because they're gonna find out that's BS, and then they're gonna go, well, the other ones must be BS too. So cigarette company, they should just be putting the ones about cancer and all that on cigarettes, not friggin' these other ones that are not at all factual. I don't know why they do that. Like, it's good enough that you put cancer label on the cigarettes, you know? Like, it's good enough. That's gonna do good enough. But putting false things on it is gonna completely take the good out of what the actual facts are doing, you know? Like, everyone knows cigarettes bad. I would never encourage my audience to start cigarettes. But me, myself, yeah, I do smoke cigarettes. But that's my choice. I know it's caused cancer, everything. And I wouldn't recommend anyone doing it. But not everyone is me. I'm friggin' ended up choosing that a long time ago when I was younger. And as I said, that's how addictive they are. It's pretty much impossible to stop. Because I remember when I first tried to stop smoking cigarettes, even after it was completely out of my system, I still had withdrawals. So the withdrawals stay pretty much forever, and they never stop. They just stop being as bad. But you're still gonna crave it. Either way. You basically shouldn't start. But if you already started, it's kind of is too late. I mean, well, that's how it works for me anyway. Because I tried to quit a few times before, and that's how it was. Even though I got completely out of my system, I still was craving it and having withdrawals and stuff from it. Even though the nicotine is completely out of my system. It's just how it works, you know. And it's crazy, these companies that are trying to make vaping look like it's really bad for you too. when it's like literally water vapor and nicotine. They're trying to make it sound like vapes are worse than cigarettes, when it actually isn't. Well, just think about it scientifically. What's going to be worse for you? Vaping, which just has the chemical nicotine in it, or the one that has nicotine, tar, and cyanide and all that? It's just basic facts. It's crazy how they are so manipulative with those facts. But anyway, guys and gals, yeah, that was about it. I freaking recently remembered that. Thought it'd be interesting to talk about. And if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. You can subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter at DangelJohn1 and TikTok at DangelPitcher420. And this is D'Angelo Pitcher, and I am peacing out.